The good news for rap legend Eminem in 2024 is that he is going to be a grandfather since his daughter Haley is pregnant. The bad news for him in 2004 is that his mother, Debbie Nelson, passed away at the age of 69 on the 2nd of this month due to cancer. Nelson gave birth to her son when she was 18, and she, along with her high school sweetheart and Eminem's father, Marshall Bruce Mathers Jr., welcomed him to the world back in 1972. A few years later, his parents separated, where Nelson took care of him by herself, as they frequently moved but settled in Detroit. During his childhood, Eminem and his mother had a fraught relationship. There are references of his mother's drug use and physical violence in songs like My Name Is and Brain Damage from his sophomore album, the Slim Shady LP. Nelson took legal action against her son in 1999 for his album, alleging defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress through his lyrics. Despite the fallout, Eminem continued to tap his relationship with his mother for other songs like Clean Out My Closet and My Mom. Eminem and his mother's relationship was no longer an issue, especially when it came to his song Headlights. Nelson congratulated her son when he was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2022. So far, Eminem has not come out publicly to speak about his mother's death so far. I'm sure he's grieving. I mean, people grieve differently when someone has passed away. I'm sure he's grieving differently, obviously. I'd like to send my condolences to Eminem. It sucks that, his mom is gone. Both his parents are gone. It also sucks that his mother will not be around when Haley's firstborn son will be born. It sucks that his mother's not going to be around to see her grandson be born and be around him, watch her grandson grow up. That sucks. And of course, cancer is a bitch. So his mother passed away 5 years after Eminem's father passed away back in 2019 at the age of 67. So they both died in their 60s. Isn't that something? He lost both of their parents when they both died in their 60s. His father was 67. Yeah, his father suffered a heart attack at his home. Eminem actually never met his father. He never met his father, and he even said that he don't even think he would ever want to meet his father, due to his father just not being around when he was growing up. His mother said that, he never knew his father, and I did all I could to make up for it. I wanted Marshall to have a relationship with his father, but Bruce didn't want to know. Then Eminem, he said something back in 2004. He told Rolling Stone about, his father. Like a lot of times his father would call and, Eminem would be there on the floor coloring or watching TV. It wouldn't have been nothing for him to say. And Eminem thought that his father could talk to him, let him know something, because as father figures, Eminem didn't have that in his life. And then apparently, once Eminem rose to fame, that's when his father tried to make attempts to reach out to him. And I'm like, dude, you gonna wait till your son all of a sudden gets fame to finally reach out to him? What the heck? And I can't stand when parents who weren't around their children, but all of a sudden they become famous and successful. Now all of a sudden they want to, have a relationship with them, but it's mostly for the sake of money, which I think is effed up. No, you should want to have a relationship with your child because of you realizing that you messed up, you regret leaving them and not being around them during their childhood, not trying to get money from them. What the heck? I guess his father tried to track him down over years, but due to him constantly moving, it made it difficult. I'm reading this from a People article, and his father actually said this. His father said, I desperately wanted to meet my son and tell him I love him. I'm not interested in his money. I just want to talk to him. I want him to know that I'm here for him if he lets me back in his life. But then Eminem, however, said that he wasn't impressed and that he would write letters to his father, but they were returned unopened. And then Eminem said this, my father, I never knew him. I never even seen a picture of him. I heard my dad's trying to get in contact with me, but not now. I never got one letter. I never got anything from him, and I think he could have at least tried to write. He could have done something, made an effort. Wow. That sucks that he didn't even know his father, and yeah, that sucks. That sucks he never had a relationship with his dad. Plus, there was that one line in his in Eminem's Slim Shady song where he mentioned his mom. The one line where he says, "How you gonna breastfeed me, mom? You ain't got no tits." Obviously, every woman has tits. Obviously, he meant her tits weren't big enough to breastfeed him. I'm just glad that him and his mom squashed their issues and they were back to having a great mother and son relationship, especially before she passed away. So thank God for that. Like I said, I'm sending my condolences to Eminem and his daughter Haley and his other children. Yeah, rest in peace, Debbie Nelson, the mother of Eminem. Thank you for bringing a legend into the world. Thank you for taking care of him. His father wasn't around his childhood.